Hi lovelies and welcome back. I hope the video isn't too close. I put like the zoom in function on my camera and it zoomed in more than I expected. But I think I'm gonna go with it. I don't know. I'm gonna trust my instincts. Just sitting here, I was recording a video about, for anybody watching my Sex in the City series that I'm starting, I just got this in the mail. I'm filming like a little apartment makeover, room makeover video, and I'm planning on putting artwork here in the back. This is just a little parenthesis because I was literally just talking about the artwork and sitting down to film that video and the new like pieces that I'm putting together and decide where I'm gonna put them and everything, which is a new kind of format that I'm trying to implement. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm feeling a little shocked because I'm like, is this even, how is this like in my new camera? I don't know how it's looking. If it's too close, it's not. I can kind of see myself, which is different than other cameras. So I don't know. I was filming that video and I just decided that I needed to sit down and just talk. I've been feeling really in my feelings. I feel like I'm on the verge of a very new chapter of my life. Wait, before I continue, I have to check how this is looking because I'll regret it if I don't. Okay, it's not as close as I imagined, which is a good thing. I'm feeling good about it. Nowadays in my videos, I'm trying to make them the most like entertaining and pleasurable to watch. So I'm not really talking too much about like my life and my things and more just like really the topics and the stuff that I want to like bring you guys knowledge wise. But I think this video I just want to really kind of like sit down, talk, not have the pressure of it being a really good video with a really good topic and something insightful, more just like a sit down conversation. I love reading, and normally I mostly read like self help books, which makes total sense for the person that I am. But it's kind of tiring to feel like you have to be always improving yourself. It kind of goes contrary to what I always say. Like, I'm always like, let's always improve and be a little bit better. But sometimes being a little bit better today is just taking a step back and enjoying your day and finding that good, peaceful, happy feeling within you. I don't know if you guys can tell that I'm really in my feelings. I spent like the day, it was like a rainy day. It's been such a long time since I haven't been just a whole day by myself in my apartment. And I'm a very introverted person, and I think I've just been engaging with so many different energies and so many different people, and I haven't had the proper time to ground myself and recenter myself. I've been feeling so out of alignment with like my day to day, my routine. I know that I'm on holidays, so that kind of provokes that, but I don't know, I'm just feeling now that I'm having the time to sit down and talk to you guys, it's kind of like I'm journaling because I don't know, sometimes life just keeps happening and everything just becomes so overwhelming. What I was thinking about the books is that sometimes we're just like, let's improve, let's read, and I've read the most amazing books. I can put pictures of them here for you guys to see and maybe feel inspired to read them because they have really helped change like my brain chemistry. I'm reading amazing books, but I'm reading a little bit of each. Like my teacher in my postgrad, she says that she's read every single book in her life by just opening it and trusting that it was the page that she needed to read. So I haven't been doing that, but I have been like, I'm reading You're the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. I'm reading The Secret. I'm reading Atomic Habits that I'm almost finishing. I'm reading like the 5 a.m. Morning Club book. But I was needing to just take a break and just enjoy something. So I'm reading a book called Amores Verdaderos. I'll try to see what the name is in English and put it here for you guys, but I'm really enjoying it. It feels so good to just, I don't know, not think of improving yourself for a while and just have fun, relax. I think the end of the cycle of like the snake energy and shedding all the past skin and everything has really taken me for a loop. I am feeling so overwhelmed, and today I think is the first day in a long time that I've felt at peace. And it makes me want to cry because we don't realize when we're like on the go how much things are taking a toll on our well-being. I have truly become a person that I value peace over everything, over happiness. I feel like it's the most sustainably blissful energy. I honestly need to focus more on cultivating that in my life in a more constructive way. I've been letting my routine just take a hold of me, and I've just been, I don't know. Now that I'm just sitting and like not having like anything specific to say, it feels like I'm just ranting. I feel like a lot of my past videos were just me. I don't think it was in a complaining energy, but I think it was like in a me processing my feelings energy. I might regret saying this, but I have talked to you guys about so many of the people that I've quote unquote fallen in love with in the past year. And in this in this New Year period, I was with my older sister and her boyfriend, and they saw me editing a video for my channel. I don't really tell lots of people that I have a YouTube channel because I'm so open and vulnerable with you guys that not everybody that I know I would like to be watching my videos. Most people I wouldn't want to be watching my videos. So I didn't tell my family members. Now they all know, but I hadn't told my family members. And then I ended up telling her, and then her and her boyfriend went to do like a analysis of my channel to see like where I could improve, what videos were working, and she saw that the videos about relationships had more engagement. And I thought it was funny because most of the videos of me, I'm trying to be constructive, but a lot of them are just me talking about how shitty my love life is, honestly. And I think a lot of people are struggling in this sense. I have so many friends and so many people I know that are in bad relationships, and I think I've become so like intolerant to people's bullshit. And I don't think there's like many relationships. Maybe like there's 2 relationships that I know nowadays, maybe 3, that I'm like they should be together. I think there's 3 relationships where like these people should be together. The relationship is so healthy and I support this. The rest, I'm just utterly confused by how the people are still together. And I don't know, being someone that just loves to be alone. I haven't always been like this. I've been very codependent. I've honestly struggled so much when I ended my last relationship, but after that relationship, I did so much like shadow work and inner work and had like a dark night of the soul and just went from like the darkest point of my life to the lightest, that I need to find someone that has gone through that too, that values their peace as much as me, to construct a relationship that will bring us both nurture and peace. I think I've come to a point, why do I want to cry so much? I've come to a point in my life that I'm ready to just be supported. I love being in my feminine energy and like my empress energy. If you guys met me in real life, maybe you guys can feel it through the screen, but I love being nurturing and just being like a warm presence in people's life. But I feel like I'm finally ready to have support me. I think I had this convo with my dad the other day that he was talking about like feminine masculinity or something, and we were kind of not arguing but like bickering because he was saying something about the toxic masculinity, the feminine masculinity, and I was just like, to survive nowadays in the world as a woman, you have to have a level of healthy masculinity and a balance of both. I think I've been in such a hyper independence for so long that my masculine energy has become really strong. I think it's not as damaging because my feminine energy is extremely strong also. So they're kind of balanced. But I'm finally ready to just, I don't know, feel protected, feel loved, feel nurtured by someone that isn't me. And I don't know, I feel like I've gone through lots of things with my family, and I hope my family doesn't watch this video, honestly, but I've gone through lots of things with my family. I have a twin sister, and my twin sister has had difficulties. Other people in my family have had difficulties, and I feel like for a while I felt like I could at least, that I had to rely just on myself, and that the only person that I could really trust to take care of me was me. It's sad to say, but that has made me the person that I am nowadays, and I couldn't be more grateful. I feel like I won't allow myself to be codependent again because I've learned so much in like relying on myself, and I've become so strong to the point that I don't need to lean on someone. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to. And I don't know, this reminds me a lot of my video about Sex in the City. I think I'm very Miranda now that I think about it. And I don't know, I've met someone. Here it goes, right? I've gone through so many transformations in the last few years. I think the universe has put people in my life for me to reflect on like their impact, and to see if I was ready to like engage with someone and to be in a relationship. And I think there's been like, in these past 2 years, I've encountered maybe like 10 presences that I thought might be someone important in my life, and they were a catalyst for transformation. They weren't meant to stay in my life, but they were meant to ignite a part of me that wouldn't have been ignited if I hadn't encountered them. And they provoked immense transformation. None of them are in my life anymore, but I feel really grateful for what I learned in those relationships, if you can call them that. And it's funny because each time that they appeared, I was like, oh my god, is this the one? Is this the one? Like, is this the next important person in my life? And this might sound redundant and kind of crazy because I told you guys that I'm writing a book. I wrote a really amazing book, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I channeled it from the divine, because it's honestly, when I read it back and I'm trying to edit it and everything, it brings me to tears. It's honestly phenomenal. And then I started writing a second book when I had like, I don't know how many chapters of the other one kind of done, just need to go back and edit it throughout the years. I started writing kind of like a diary entry book, and it's so funny to me because it's all about my love life. I feel like the people that enjoy my videos about love life would love that book. It's honestly kind of hilarious. I'm very poetic when I write. I've always been that kind of person, like for birthday messages and like declarations of love, I've always been extremely kind of romantic. So it's funny to see the words that I use in the book and the declarations of love for, I think, like over like 14 different men that have happened in the last like 3 years maybe that I've been writing that book. And it's honestly hilarious to me. Like, I went back and I started like kind of responding to myself, like I can only think of the word a conversation. I don't know why that word only came into my mind in Portuguese, but it's a conversation with so many versions of me that like thought so many different things, and like the outcome of the situation, it's so good to have insight. Like time really heals everything. The times that I was in love with so many different people, to be able to go back and like give myself information feels like such a blessing. But there's so much beauty in the unknown. I don't know. All that to say that I think I met someone that might be important in my life. I won't go into too many details about who they are. I'll say that I knew them from before. It's a person that I've known of for a long time, but I think the important thing to like share with you guys, I saw something that was like in the beginning, you don't really fall in love with the person per se, but you fall in love with the way that person makes you feel and feel about yourself. For example, if you have a friend that makes you feel really confident and is really easygoing and is exciting, and when you're with them you just feel safe and you feel empowered and you're living your best like authentic self, like expressing yourself, that's amazing, right? You feel so good, you leave like the encounter feeling amazing and everything is okay. When you like meet up with a friend that, wait, let me just restart the camera. Guys, this might be like the longest video ever. But when you're with someone that doesn't make you feel safe, you feel really shitty after, right? You feel drained, you feel tired, you feel judged, you can't really express yourself in the most authentic way, and you feel kind of trapped. And I think, like, an example has come to my mind. Me and my best friend, we always get like, we have girls' night. Sometimes, no, I'm not promoting this, but sometimes we get very like wine drunk and we're dancing and we're having the time of our lives. We have the craziest convo. We're extremely like vulnerable with each other, and we talk about our deepest, darkest, saddest, most beautiful secrets. We have the time of our lives. But there was a day at her birthday, this is like a real life example, that we both got like champagne drunk. We had like such like, you know that feeling when you've gone out to a party and you were a little bit drunk and you have like the scaries after? We had that to like a crazy extent, both of us. I started realizing, because we got to like the point of vulnerability that we do with each other in a space where there were lots of people. Like, as much as I'm an introvert, when I need to be alone to recharge, when I'm with people, I'm very extroverted. So I think I talked to every single person at that party. Her mom's friends, her dad's friends, the neighbors, the friend of the friend, every single person there, I talked to them. Very tipsy, if I do say so myself, and we woke up with the biggest scaries because we were vulnerable in a space that couldn't really contain it. That, I don't know why I said vulnerable like that, but I'm moving on. And there was someone at that party that, I don't know, I've had a crush on this guy for the longest time. I really liked him when we were in high school, but things ended up not working out because, I don't know, he started dating someone, I started dating someone else. Things never really aligned, but there was always like a little, like, in Brazil we say like a pulga atrás da orelha, that is kind of like a, I don't know, like a little bug, like a little itch that I wanted to scratch, and he was the itch. The girlfriends throughout the years, because it's been like, I think maybe 7 years since we graduated. I don't know, now we're both single at the same time, and I think I like him. But I don't know if I like him for him. I think he might be like the manifestation of the things that I said I wanted in a man. He's secure, he's grounded, he makes me feel like the funny thing is that he knows me. Like, we're not very intimate friends, but he's very good friends with like my best friend, And if my best friend watches this, she's gonna like cry live. She's gonna be like, girl, who this time? But this, for this phase, I choose this guy. He might be the one, he might also not be the one. I'm really not attached to going anywhere, but I'm learning the lesson from this, that I think is the thing that I've taken with me from all the past guys that I thought were the one. I don't think there is a one anymore, but anyways, I've been really feeling jaded, and I've been really trying to understand what I want and if I want someone. I've been having like some career like moments of like positivity and just excitement over my career. Everything feels so stable in my life, but it feels kind of sad to not have someone to celebrate it with and to share it with. Even though I have like my friends and family, it's different to have like a romantic partner. I've been really like, my go-to is to be like, no, like I don't need anybody, like let me retreat and focus like on myself and my career and my life, and just like, is this video gonna be too long? Maybe you guys are gonna hate this, but I'm going with it because I want to talk and I don't really see like a way of, maybe I can separate this and be like qualities that make you feel attracted in a guy. I don't know, I just want to keep talking. This is like me entering thinking mode. I really don't know what to do, but should I stop this video? Should I not stop this video? Let me close it out. Maybe then I can start another video. But for now, let me close out my train of thought. I don't know, guys. I think I might just have to start another video because I completely lost it. I lost my train of thought. I think I'm really into this guy. It might not absolutely be anything, because the amount of times that I've thought I was really into someone in the past like few years, and honestly nothing ended happening, is insanity. That's why my book is so good, because it's like the ultimate diary of a I was gonna say psycho, but not psycho, but very intense Pisces lover girl, manic pixie dream girl kind of vibe. And it's just funny to see. But I think I found someone that really matches me. And the thing that made me feel this, because it's funny, because I'll just keep going, guys. I can't. The thing that made me feel this way, that is different about this specific guy, is that he's very good friends with my best friend. So we went to a happy hour, like the three of us, and I was like my most outrageous, like just talking to my best friend, vulnerable self. I felt like he enjoyed it. It's funny because I can just hear like my cousin being like bare minimum, but it was different. It was like, you know, when someone's like laughing at something that you said. In my life, I feel like I'm a kind of different. Like it's funny because I'm trying to like describe myself to you guys, so you guys can get like a little bit of like the energy. But maybe if you guys have watched my videos, you guys can tell a little bit of my personality. But I have a humor that is kind of different. Like I'm kind of dramatic, so sometimes people are laughing because I said something that is dramatic, and sometimes people are laughing because I said something that is randomly funny. And I just kept looking at him, and he was always laughing and really enjoying himself. And I don't know, it seemed like he was really enjoying me for who I was as a human being. Starting like off with a friendship is really different, because you don't have like that outer shell of like presenting sensually and romantically and like with your best foot forward. You're just exactly as you are. You don't want the person to think anything of you. You don't have any like expectations or like desires to, why am I crying? Any desires to, I think maybe I'm crying because I feel really used. I feel really like objectified. I feel like people want me for reasons that might not be the purest. Maybe that's why I'm crying. This is like the life of the brain of a therapist. It's like something happens and I have to psychoanalyze myself through it. But I just didn't feel that with him. I was just my craziest version, and I felt like he really enjoyed it. He just made me feel so safe and so comfortable and so desired, but in a pure way, admired over desired. I never knew that. Like, the value of that makes me sad. Because I think nowadays everything is so overly sexual and transactional. I don't know, I feel like we kind of lose the bigger picture of sometimes you just need someone to love the human being that you are without gaining absolutely anything from it. I feel like I just have to stop this video before it becomes like an hour long of me just talking about this. Maybe that would be like kind of like a podcast. Maybe it's fine. But I don't know, guys. I'm feeling really sad because I feel like up to this point in my life, I've had really bad experiences. I wish this wasn't the case, but I've had some pretty terrible experiences with some pretty terrible men. And like sexually, but also like emotionally, and I felt really attacked. Yeah, I'm laughing because it's funny that that's the word that came up, but I felt really, I think, I don't know, just unsafe. I think is like the ultimate. And I found someone that makes me feel safe. And I think the point that I'm trying to get at is that even if it's not him, I kind of want it to be him because he makes me feel safe. The fact that I know him and everything brings me safety, but he might just be a catalyst for me to realize that I am craving safety. Kind of like a nudge of what to look for in the next man. Because I did a video talking to you guys about like bad guys and why we're drawn to like the wrong men. The Damon Salvatores of the world, and the Klauses, and the, I don't know, what else, Batman. But I don't know, I feel like my whole life I've kind of been attracting the wrong kind of man. Because I didn't have like a secure masculinity within myself. And I did a course that the lady talked so much about this, that we attract the masculine energy that we have within ourselves. For example, like a woman. If we're desiring to attract a man, or if we're like predominantly female, like female energy, feminine energy, female just sounded wrong, right? It's feminine energy. We might be like a lesbian, for example, or someone that is bi, but we're predominantly feminine energy. So we're desiring a masculine partner, whether that be a woman or a man. And the energies that we will attract, it's kind of like you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are, for manifestation and for relationships. So I was at a different moment in my life where my masculine energy wasn't so stable and wasn't so balanced. So I was attracting a lot of the bad guys and the narcissists of the world, maybe. And now that I'm in a very stable, grounded, safe, respectable energy, I've attracted a really nice man. I think I might have screwed it up because I got very tipsy at that birthday party, like I told you guys, and regrettably, I made out with a guy in front of him. And sucks to say, but I think the carnival Brazil spirit took over me. I don't know what happened at that moment. I wasn't thinking clearly. But I hope that he can get over it. I don't know. I feel like if I was him, I would also be like kind of icky about it. But I don't know. I honestly, this is like what happens when you've been talking for 40 minutes. Honestly, I hope, but at the same time, I've come to a point where I don't need it. I just want it. And I know if it's not him, it'll be someone better. I think for a long time, I was like, it has to be this guy, and it has to happen like this. And I realized when I let go of control, I realized that the universe wanted to surprise me in so many beautiful ways that if I hadn't let go of the control, I wouldn't have been able to receive all these beautiful blessings and trust the universe with this. But I think that's just I don't know what this last, I don't know how many minutes this last was, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. And I don't know, I think moving forward, how many times did I say I don't know? Moving forward, I think I'm going to show up as my more authentic self here on my channel. Even though I do and I have been extremely vulnerable, I don't show you guys everything. So I'm thinking of showing you guys, obviously I'm not going to show everything because I'm a human being and privacy is a must. But I'm thinking of bringing you guys like onto like spend a day with me, like what I eat, like a vlog, a trip, like a concert, showing you guys a little bit more of like my day to day. I'm gonna do a video like decorating my room and like my apartment. And I normally don't talk about drinking or like making out, maybe I do, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm like a therapist and a spiritualized person, but I'm still a human being. And I'm trying to find the balance between having fun and being playful and being correct and rigid at everything. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I think I was really needing that. I don't know. I hope it wasn't too much. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this truly. Let me know what kind of videos you guys enjoy more. I'm thinking of doing quite a few series. I'm going to be doing my fairy tale series. I'm going to be doing my maybe this video would be a good video for like the members, but I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what videos you guys would enjoy, because I'm gonna do like my princess series. I'm gonna be doing my fairy tale series, my Sex and the City series, and some more vlogs of my life alongside with just me talking. So I'd really like to know like if you guys would like me to talk about a specific topic or anything, and what videos you guys enjoy more. I feel like I just trauma dumped, but I love you guys, and thanks for sticking around and watching this video. I know it's different from my normal videos, and I don't know, I got a new camera, so I'm feeling like I need to branch out. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.